When we face a big disappointment, it is crucial to leave room for the unknown. We cannot predict the future, and this may not be the end of our story. It could be the beginning of a great adventure. Life is full of uncertainties, and we often label things as good or bad when we really just don't know. It's important to take responsibility for our own salvation and not rely on others. Those who are not consumed by desires are not affected by fear. Learning to let go should come before learning to acquire. Life should be experienced, not strangled. It's important to know when to relax and let things unfold, and when to take action with determination. Living in the present does not mean you shouldn't reflect on the past or plan for the future responsibly. It means not losing yourself in regrets or worries. By staying rooted in the present, you can reflect and be mindful of the past. You can gain insights from it, but always remain anchored in the present. When things fall apart, it can be both a test and a form of healing. We often think that the goal is to pass the test or overcome the problem, but things are not truly resolved. They come together and fall apart, and then come together again. That's just how life is. Healing happens when you make space for all of this to occur, including space for grief, relief, sadness, and joy. Taking care of the present moment is the best way to ensure a better future. No matter how many holy words we read or speak, they will be of no use if we do not act accordingly. Everyone, even those who bother us, can be our teacher if we learn to open our hearts. Freedom lies in letting go, and it is the key to happiness. We cannot be truly free if we hold on to anger, anxiety, or possessions in our hearts. Compassion is not just a matter of religion, but also of humanity. It is not a luxury, but a necessity for our own peace and mental stability. Many people mistake excitement for happiness, but true happiness is based on inner peace. Do not believe something just because it is widely spoken, written in your religious texts, or taught by your teachers and elders. Do not believe something simply because it has been passed down for generations. Observe and analyze. If you find something reasonable and beneficial for all, accept it and live by it. When encountering something new, it is important not to simply compare it to existing ideas. If it aligns, do not automatically assume it to be correct, and if it does not, do not immediately label it as wrong. In both cases, there is a risk of missing out on valuable learning opportunities. If someone shoots an arrow into your heart, it is futile to stand there and yell at them. Rather, it is better to focus on the fact that there is an arrow in your heart. A single word that brings peace is more valuable than 1,000 empty words. People often embark on a heavy journey of sin and guilt, thinking that if things go wrong, they have done something wrong and are being punished. This is not the idea of karma. Instead, it is about continuously receiving the lessons needed to open your heart further, even if things do not unfold as expected. Don't let setbacks discourage you, keep moving forward. Those who persist will ultimately prevail. Your inner light has the power to inspire and uplift others, providing them with warmth and sustenance, and dispelling darkness, all while remaining unchanged. As humans, we often seek quick resolutions to our problems and believe we deserve them. However, this mindset can actually cause us to suffer more. Instead, we should strive for something better: the middle way, an open state of mind capable of embracing paradoxes and ambiguity. Even in the most desperate situations, it offers hope to others. I believe that there is no path to peace. Peace is the path. We may think that by indulging in material pleasures such as food, entertainment, or medication, everything will be perfect. However, from an awakened perspective, this is merely a form of death. Seeking security or perfection, rejoicing in confirmation and self-sufficiency, is a kind of death. It lacks freshness and room for something new to enter and disrupt. We are killing the present moment by restricting our experience. Life can be painful, with thorns like a rose stem. Culture and art are the roses that bloom on that stem, and we are the flowers ourselves. Art liberates humanity within oneself. During meditation, we discover our inherent restlessness. Sometimes we feel the urge to get up and leave, and other times we want to sit still, but our bodies fidget, and our minds wander. This discomfort can teach us not only about ourselves but also about what it means to be human. It's natural to resist staying with the nakedness of our present experience, but only kindness and humor can provide the strength to calm ourselves. So whenever we wander off, we should encourage ourselves gently to stay and be present. Hatred is never appeased by hatred, only love can appease it. We must remain present, even when it's hard, and with a sore back, we must stay on our knees. Whether we have to endure discomfort, or we're distracted by our thoughts, we should never give up. Instead, we should always strive to stay present. By doing so, we can learn to be kinder to ourselves and others. Lastly, if you're still with me, don't forget to check your subscription to the channel and join us.